Hello, everybody. My name is Tarun Nahata, and I am representing Research Development Manufacturing Corporation owner partner. I am also a part of DLC's Global Innovation and Design Thinking Committee. Welcome to my DLC talk. Entrepreneurship, I believe, is something that we have acquired by birth. And by that, I mean to say, as a child, as children, we all see the struggle to survive. That is the basic instinct, and entrepreneurship is about survival and the instinct to survive. Getting into the family business was the best decision I made. And how? Well, I, as a youngster, wanted to do something different. I wanted to prove to the world that, hey, I can do something very different. And so I got into the exports of garment. Unfortunately for me, I failed miserably. And I realized that this was not my cup of tea. So I got back to the family business. And that's when I realized that was my calling, that was in my DNA, in my blood. And I had to take up the mantle of the family business. Of course, there were challenges. Of course, there were a struggle, but I enjoyed every moment. And I remember that as a young 7 or 8 year old child, every Sunday I would go to my factory with my dad and I would draw the machines, I would see the equipment and really get excited. And that's when I really understood that this is my calling. So, interestingly, when I got into the business, I just went in as a boss. I was supposed to be an employee and then earn the space of being the boss. By doing so, I restricted myself from the tremendous learning and growth that I would have got because in my head, I thought I knew too much. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. And that's when my dad, my mentor, he stepped in and he said, hey, you need to get into the shop floor. You need to work. You need to observe. You need to get experience of each and every machinery. And that's when you will understand the trick of the trade. I realized that the first mistake when I made in the garments unit and why I failed was because I didn't get onto the floor. I didn't get into the crux of the business trade. And here I did. I observed. Not only did I learn about the business, I also got a beautiful perspective about what this whole ecosystem is, how the business has to be handled. More than that, I was really overwhelmed with the relationship that I forged with the employees and knowing their perspective. Later on, it definitely did help me. So, the bottom line is get your hands dirty if you need to reach to the top. In my family business, it wasn't just my dad and me. I had two other cousins. And definitely it was not easy sharing the space with them. We had our difference of opinion. We had our arguments, arbitrations, and it was definitely very challenging. We saw that started affecting our work and productivity. But fortunately, we realized that this is not what we are striving for. More importantly, the ego part was also playing along. And we decided to divide our roles to our competency. So, someone who was good in finance took finance, someone who was good at production took production, and vice versa, and likewise. Today, we have collaborated and complemented each other so well that we don't step into each other's domain. The most important thing is to give the right respect and space to the partner who's working with you, trusting him completely, surrendering, I would say, is the right word, because that's when he will be able to, or he or she will be able to deliver their full potential. And that's what happened with us. We all gave our best. The other best thing was Whatever professional differences we had, we didn't take it back home. What happened at the office remained in office and vice versa. And I'm so glad 50 years now, we are still together in the same business. And this is what I really value the most. It is important that we realize that the family is the biggest strength and any entrepreneur can get if they are involved in the same business. Now, getting into the family business, doing things what you're supposed to do, initially was guided, do this, do that, take care of the production, take care of the quality, take care of the purchase, dispatches. I explored multiple domains in my organization. And I asked myself, was I really happy what I was doing? It took me 20 years to realize what I really wanted to do and what I was really good at. And this came to me when I encountered my first export customer. And we had a very uh, deep conversation about the business, about what we are thinking. And he immediately connected and he said, Tarun, I think we can do business together because I find you very honest and uh, I'm comfortable doing business with your company. And that's when I realized that, hey, I'm good at talking, I'm good at making people comfortable. I'm genuine with what I'm talking. That's when I realized that sales and marketing was my forte. I love networking. It is something I can say that I'm very close to. It's like a hobby, a passion for me, networking. And today, for my company, RDMC, I can very proudly say that whatever the network I have gathered, and today where the number of customers are with me, is only on this great relationship that we share, the trust, the uh, belief that we can deliver what we promise. The motto of my company is transparency, integrity, and deliverables. We were awarded the best velocity partner for a very big MNC, and that was a very big reward that we achieved. To me, it's never too late to discover your true passion. Even while working, it took me 20 years, but still, it was worth exploring all those domains, understanding them, and harnessing my skills in each and every aspect. My take is look deep into what you really are good at. What do you feel that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to put an effort, it's effortless. Interestingly, now we have the third generation stepping in. It is so nice to see my son, my nephews come into this business. And we are really very fortunate that they too have chosen to be a part of the family business. Not many family businesses are lucky to have the third generation step in. Even second generation is tough. Believe me, not many want to get in there. And as I see my son and nephew come to me, the respect they have, it's all coming back to me 25 years back. What I have faced, what challenges I had to overcome. Of course, I'm not going to spoon feed them. They have to have their challenges, they have to have their struggle, they have to go through the grind. The most important part is I would want to be at the back, supporting them whenever they need me. It's their journey. And for that, we, as the second generation, have taken a collective decision to empower them with the wisdom that we have acquired over these 50 years. It's a great platform. I am fortunate to be seeing the first, second, and third generation together in this family business. It's really very powerful to see how the whole family DNA is aligned with this business. It's an engineering business, and not necessarily anybody and everybody can like it or love it, but they chose it. They chose to be there. My advice to these youngsters is get the wisdom out of it and go ahead and make your own niche. And that is true entrepreneurial skill. By making your story successful by seeing others' mistake as far as possible. Thank you everyone for your time, and for DLC for giving me this opportunity and platform to speak. And I hope you all got some insight from my journey and my life experiences. Thank you.